Hello and welcome back. This is our third section called website customization. In this, we are going to personal your trade website templates that you have cloned and downloaded. And so in this section, there are going to be 5 steps that we need to complete in order to move on to section number 4. And so first step would be to edit your main content on your website. Step number 2, update and optimize all the images. I'm going to show you how you can use one of my recommended free tool that you can use to optimize your images. And so yeah, the next one would be step number 3, add your business information on your website template to make sure to make it your own, so that it doesn't look like it is a template or just a complete website that is not your own, basically what I'm trying to say. Okay, and step number 4 would be to save all the customization that you have made. And last but not least, step number 5 would be to verify your site personalization after you customize everything. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump into step number 1, which is how to edit the main content on your website. So let's go back to your just imagine again, this is your account, and then I'm going to bring one as an example and open this John Brown website template right here just to show you. Okay, and so this step would be to show you how you can actually edit content on this website builder called Web Studio. And so how do you do it? Quick run through, kind of show you how this website builder works. Is that on the left panel is just a bunch of components that you can add onto your website. You don't have to understand it now, just to kind of show you how you can understand this. These are all the components in your website, and this image right here show you how many pages are there on your website. So right now you only have 2 pages. One is home, the second one would be a style guide. Style guide is the style that I have set it up by default, and so by changing the style guide, it will totally mess up the whole thing on your website. So I would not recommend you touch anything on this one. If you love everything already of the website that your website template you have cloned from me, so yeah, you just can simply skip it. Yeah, this is the style guide right here. I have changed everything, make sure it works and it looks great, it works well. So just simply don't touch this one if you don't want to take a lot of time to kind of change things around, unless you have a reason to do it. For instance, if you want to change font, for example, then in that case you can do it. For that one, I will show you in a little later video, I believe. I'm not sure which one that going to be, but for now, I'm going to just show you how you can actually edit content on your website. So again, on the left panel, just like it says, the navigator, there's a bunch of components inside here. Deleting this will delete your website component, that basically the building block of your website. So please do not delete it, and just ignore this. Okay, and this is the your assets, basically all the images that you have uploaded to be used in on your website. You will see it here. And so if you like to upload image and change it from this image that you see right here to your own image, then you can simply come here to the asset and then click upload, and then upload the images that you have from your computer and then onto this onto your account of this website right here. And for this building block is marketplace. There's a bunch of component right here, which is you don't have to you don't have to touch for now. And so it's a lot of things to cover, so just skip the marketplace for now. I like to focus on helping you to first of all understand really briefly on the component what made up the Web Studio. And so the left again is the navigation, and on the right the style panel and the settings. Okay, and so yeah, so on the right side that you can see, actually, let me show you as an example. For example, you like to edit the content, the headline of this template right here. Instead of Calgary most trusted plumbing expert since 1992, you want to say to something completely different. Then you can simply double click. Right now you see the cursor running the same way when you use Google Doc or Microsoft Word. This is very similar, so you can simply just use backspace, and then you can start changing it to however you like. I'm going to Command Z, call it back, Control Z basically if you use a window, to bring it back to a previous changes. Okay, all right, so by clicking on this one, you will see the right side, basically the style panel, you can totally change. Okay, click on this one. Say for example you wanted to change this to something completely. Instead of semi-bold, you want to go bolder, like bold instead of just semi. I will go bold. If you like bold, then you can pick bold, and then it will go to however you prefer it. For now, for me, I prefer semi-bold. It looks a lot cleaner, and so and so this is how the style panel works. You click whatever on that you can see right now, and then by clicking on it, you have the ability to customize it on the right side. You are at the style panel right now, and then say for example, add the typography, basically about text. You click font weight, you change it to bold, and this is what it looks like. And so okay, just like I show you. In the same way, say for example this is, you feel like, oh, this is too much, I wanted to shorten it or make it totally to fit your plumbing company, for example. Then you again double click. All right, and the same way you can Command A to select all, or if you don't want to Command A, that's okay, you can just use backspace. You have to start deleting everything that you wanted to customize, but for now I'm gonna stick with this one. Just want to show you that how this actually possible. Again, in order to edit this text, double click. If you wanted to select all, Command A or Control A, now you can select it all. Okay, again, when you click on it, you see this the style panel on the very right actually changes, right? You see, this is where we are right now, style panel, and then so this text underneath the headline is actually normal. Say for example, instead of normal, you want to make it a little maybe bold, medium maybe, then you can change it to make that from medium or from normal to medium right here. I'm gonna stick with this one because it looks a lot cleaner and better. And so the same way for the button, in order to edit it, just click on the button first. Okay, now you see the blue line that goes around it. I'm gonna double click. Now you can change the text that says get your fast free quote. If you like this, then you don't have to change it, but if you do, then click on it. You can either use Control or Command A and then start writing on top of it. Say for example, instead of get your fast free quote, you probably want to say, let's say request free quote. Yeah, for example, because you probably prefer this better than the other one that I set it up by default, then you can stick with this one. Okay, but for now I'm gonna Control or Command Z just to bring it back to the previous one. Just undo it. I like this one better, and so this is how it works. And also for at the very top right here, if you already have a Google business business profile, you got a bunch of reviews, most of them are 5-star review, then you can change your business name right here. Say for example, instead of John Brown, maybe Calgary Plumbing or something like that. Then double click, like I said, double click, and then can use a arrow key to the right or to the left, and then start backspace to change the name, okay, to something completely different. Now you can change it. Okay, and now the text underneath, this one is just to emphasize the like the trust component of it. Like if you want people to click this button, like get your fast free quote, you give them the reason why they should do it, because you have 32 plus year behind the free quote, so they should request you for a free quote rather than go to your competitor and request them for a free quote. So I hope that makes sense. All right, and so what about the image? For example, in order to change image, you simply click on it. Okay, now you see on the very top, the blue line right here, right here, header 1_image. Click on it and then come to the right side of the panel, click on the settings. All right, hope you can see my my arrow key right here, the arrow with the yellow circle around it. Click on settings, make sure to do that, and then at the source section, come down here. Now this is the current image that I use. Say for example you want to use your own image, simply click on it here, underneath here, and then if you already uploaded it, your image from your computer, then you can simply click whatever image that you want to change. But if you haven't already, click on upload, and then the another window will appear asking you from where do you want to upload your image into or from. Okay, and then grab the image and then upload it here. All right, and yeah, so let me show you. Say for example I have uploaded this image from my computer onto Web Studio. So I'm going to click, say for example, I'm going to click on it right here. As you can see, now this image is changed to a completely different one. The last one I've changed is here. And so yeah, so now it looks good if this is what you like. So but I like to stick with the other one because now it doesn't look like this is a plumbing this is a plumber or something. It's like a construction person working on something, like a mechanic, maybe a mechanic or something like that. It's totally different. It doesn't really speak like loudly as this is a plumbing company. And so I'm gonna stick with the other one, which this lady right here. Again, this is just the stock images that I have uploaded it, and for you to kind of test it out and use it. But in your case, make sure to bring your own image and upload them onto this website template project, because you want to look authentic, looks unique. You don't want to use a lot of stock images. The reason why I'm using this because I don't have any other images to actually upload this onto this site. So it's just a template to show you what is possible. So all right, so this is how it works, in how to edit the headline, text, button, text underneath, and all the rest. Okay, let me go back to Google Doc and just take a look really quickly. This is how you actually edit the main website content. Let me go back again, see anything else. Okay, on the second section called our services, and this image right here, all these images, I just uploaded it and just use it as an example. If you don't really like the the image that looks like this, you can totally delete it altogether. For example, click on it and can simply use on your keyboard. I believe you can use backspace. Yeah. Okay, use backspace. Now all these images will be gone, and now it becomes the boxes like this. Okay, and if you prefer to put number in front of each service instead of just go random like this, now you want to say there are 5 services that you have, and so you want to put the first one will be number 1. You can totally do that. Simply double click, put your cursor right here, number 2, space, yeah, so on and so forth. Now in my case, I'm going to stick with the previous image. Yeah, okay. Yes, this is how you can totally change that. And this all of this text you can totally edit and change by simply click on it. All right, one sec. All right, yeah, double click and then select all and then start changing them however to fit your needs. Okay, and for the project section, there are actually 3 feature projects that I've edited right here. And so if you would like to add more project onto this section, you can totally do that. Let me show you how that works. Come to the left. You will see in this row there are 3 cards, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, as I hover, you see the blue circle all around it. That means this is this box right here, this project number 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so say for example you would like to add maybe 3 more projects just to show your client that you have completed more than 3 projects, for example. So I'm gonna click on the last one right here, and then I'm gonna Control D. Control D stands for duplicate. Command D or Control D on your keyboard. Okay, first I'm gonna hover on it, the last project, Command D. All right, now we've got 1. I'm gonna do it again, 2 and 3. Now we've got 6 projects onto this work section right here. All right, now I'm gonna stick with 3, so I'm gonna bring call it back. I'm going to undo everything. 1, 2, 3. Now I only have 3 projects. The next thing is to let me show you. Okay, so on this project, for example, when I click on view project, you will see this project pop up right here, kind of some description, this project challenge, and so on and so forth. And so the project's title, what project is this, where it takes place, is for example, takes place, yeah. And so let me show you how to do this. First off, how do you change image on this one? Okay, you click on it. All right, the same. Now make sure you see this kind of image kind of icon right here. All right, click on it. Come to the right panel and click on settings, and then here, this is where you change the image. Click on it. If you already uploaded all your images onto this project, then you'll probably be able to find them. Just simply click on select, and then it will come to replace this current one right here. If you haven't already, click upload, find your images, and then upload it here. All right, that's how you do it. And edit the headline. Simply do the same. Double click. If you, instead of use say view project, you want to change it to something else, double click, say read more. You can totally do that too, but I like this. It makes more sense to view the project. So click and you'll see the project. So okay, the next thing is, all right, you just saw the pop-up appear. So how do you edit that? For example, like this, right? The first project called Heritage Hill Bathroom Renovation. And so let me show you. First, click on this button, and then you scroll to the left and to the top, right? Let me grab this, my video up a little bit. Okay, so with your mouse pad, or with your mouse, just scroll to the left first and to the top, right? I'm gonna click on this button right again, and you will see underneath the button there's a component called dialog overlay. This is where your project pop-up actually exists. So click on it. This is where you actually can edit this project. Okay, and so change the text, change the headline over here. And then what about images? Well, the same thing. Click on the image, come to the right panel. If say for example you click on it, you cannot find something like you can see right like this, basically you probably currently maybe you're at style panel rather than settings. So make sure you're at the settings, and then come down here and click on the image. The same thing. Okay, and the second one, do the same. click upload. The third one, click upload, bring it down. So all good to go. Okay, so now you're like, oh, how do I exit this? All right, so what you need to do, you need to close the overlay over here, dialog overlay. Click up on it, and then one more time, click on after you close it. Right now we're like literally unpack everything. Now we need to close it after we complete editing. Click one more time on dialog overlay, and then come back to the top, call dialog. Click on dialog one more time, so now it disappears. So now this project pop up, you have actually successfully completed edited it. Okay, do the same for the second, the third one. Okay, if you miss anything, rewind this video and then try to follow step, watch how I show you, and you'll be able to do it. Otherwise, again, come back to the free resource pages right here. Use the live chat to ask me any question if you get stuck somewhere, or book a free call with me. You got up to 60 minutes to ask me any questions, so feel free to do that. Take advantage of that. Okay, let me go back. All right, so that is for the project pop-up. I hope I'm not go a little too fast, because I tried to cut this as short as possible. So yeah. Okay, so this section and how it works right here. This is the number 1, 2, 3, how it works. Like, people are probably wondering, okay, so you are the plumbing company, so how does it work? First, you fill out a code request form, and then job schedule, and then you go to their place, you get the job done, they enjoy their space, something like that. Okay, if you like this so far, you can just skip. You don't have to edit anything. But so the next section would be the customer reviews. This review can be from anywhere. It either come from it's from Facebook. If someone have left Facebook reviews over there, then copy and paste them into this onto your website, and so, or on your Google review. Okay, sorry. So now what you can do is that in order to edit this, say for example, this is the word that people actually in quotation mark that people actually said. For instance, this is from Sarah. Now, in order to get to edit this, the same thing. Double click. All right. Now you see this cursor kind of running, jumping back and forth. You can Command A or Control A to select everything, and then start writing something on top of it. All right. Or copy and paste the review that you actually have copied from either Google, your official Google business profile, or your Facebook page, something like that. Someone has had left a bunch of reviews over there. Make use of that. Okay. Just copy and paste them, and then change their name, their location if you have one, if it's applicable. If you don't know where they're from, like the service you have completed for them, or you don't remember, totally fine. At least get their name. If you don't have their name as well, you can totally say anonymous, for example. It's still your customer. However, you can still put it there, that as anonymous. Okay, so that is all the review. Now, so the next thing would be, how do you actually edit this quote request form? All right, so for this section, I'm going to go in depth into probably a couple of video after this video tutorial to show you, because this is actually a little more advanced, how to set this whole thing up. But please don't be scared. This is not too hard to set this whole thing up. So just follow along. Just follow as you watch this video, do with me, and you'll be able to set this whole thing up without any problem. Okay, I promise. All right, so so in order to edit this, simply double click, the same thing, double click, and for the first name, last name, I have set this whole thing up for you, so you don't need to touch this. Okay. All right, so it's not a whole lot to edit in this section. There's a video that dedicated to do that. I'm going to show you how to customize what we call lead capture, like automate lead capture. So that's gonna be where this section gonna be dedicated to, that video dedicated to this section. And so yeah, watch that one in the next few video, and so we will do that together, so don't worry. Okay, so yeah, and for the image as well, over here, say for example you don't like this one, you want to replace it, click on it, come to the settings, you have style and setting, make sure you come to settings, and then click on the bottom right here and then select the image that you like to replace, and then you will be good to go. All right, okay, so that is it for that section. The next one will be the frequently asked question. This is what people would ask you a lot. When you get a lot of this question, put it here so that people, when they come to your website, they just try to find all of this question that they have. You don't have to answer the phone all the time with one of those very basic question. Okay, so yeah. Okay, say for example there are currently 4 questions right now, and if you'd like to add more, let me show you how to do that. But first of all, how do you actually edit this question? Okay, say for example this one, the same, double click, select all, Command A or Control A, or if you don't want to do that, totally cool too, just double click and you see this jump back and forth cursor, and then start use backspace to delete that, and then start rewrite this question again to fit your need. Now I'm gonna undo all this since I like it so far. Now what about the answer? Let me show you. Okay, when you click on it, you'll see the answer down here. So how do you actually edit this? Very simple. I'm gonna exit this. Okay, so now this actually appear. How does this work? You may ask. Let me show you. Okay, let me close first so you can see. Okay, say for example it's not open like this. How do you actually edit that? Simply hover on it, you will see this item trigger kind of a finger icon right here. Just click on it, come to the left panel and scroll left and then up. Okay, left and then up. All right, so there are they call this section the FAQ question. Usually they call accordion question. This is the component for in website design term. Accordion, basically you click and then they're like open close, this kind of thing, component. So there are 4 right now, 1 2 3 4. And so now say for example you wanted to go in and then edit the answer in the first one, right? This is actually this one, because when you hover over, you see the blue border go all around it. Basically this is the one. So now there's a right arrow. All you need to do is just open it and just keep going, scroll, and you'll see the item content right here. Click on it. Here we go. Excuse me. Now all you need to do, simply double click, put your cursor wherever you want to start edit, or you can just like drag and select all of it and then start rewrite all over again. If you actually accidentally delete anything, you can simply use Command Z or Control Z to redo or to recall everything that you have accidentally deleted or did something that you did not intend. Okay, so do that. Now how do we actually exit this after you edit it? Very simple, just close it. All right, even though you won't see anything close, trust me, it will close later. So or if you want, like see, it's actually disappear. It's actually close it back. So now next, what if you want to do the same for this one? Very similar. Come back to the left panel. Make sure that you hover over, okay, this item trigger over here, and then you will see accordion. Look for accordion. This is the component that open close for FAQ, frequently asked question. And so click on that and you'll come to the second one. Now you see the blue line cover, right? All right, so click on it the same way, open it up, and then item content. This is the answer where it actually stays. Okay, click on it. Here we go. Double click and then put your cursor wherever you want and then start edit it. Once you're done, just simply close and then just move on from there. Yeah, all right. And the rest will be the same. Now you're probably wondering, wait, so what if I have more question? I want to add question and answer, right? Very similar. All you need to do in order to copy and paste this, you can simply use Control or Command D. D stands for duplicate. Click on it. Say, for example, you want to duplicate the last one so that it will go, after the next one. We add another FAQ onto another section underneath it, what I'm trying to say. I'll click on it. Command D. Here we go. Now we get another one. Say, we want another one. Command D. We get another one. So you can add as many as you like, okay? All right, I'm gonna recall it back. Command Z, Control Z. All right, this is all I need, just 4 questions and answers. All right, okay, so that is pretty much it to edit this, the content on your website. Now, when you come to the very top, you'll see, what is this 991.767.479? This is what we call breakpoints. Breakpoints basically, you have different screen size on all your devices, right? For example, you are using iPhone, you use MacBook, you use maybe one of those very huge monitor as your computer. So these are all it works on all those screen sizes. Okay, so the first one you see star right here is the max on all the biggest screen size. That means your website will go all the way to the biggest, and it will scale all the way to the smallest. This is for the biggest one. Now this one will go to from 991 pixel and down. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, now maybe if your potential client who are visiting your website, they are using, say, for example, iPad Pro, for example, and they're viewing your website using iPad Pro, then I believe this actually is going to work well. Okay, so now your website is responsive onto that too, and there's nothing to worry about that your website is going to break, and your client will not be able to access the free request free quote right here. So it will work without any problem. Now let's move on to the next one. So what is this thing right here? Let me show you. This one we call hamburger menu. It looks exactly like hamburger stacked on top of each other. So in a website design term, we call it hamburger menu. So when you click on it, all the icon that you have seen, okay, on the desktop right here, now it's stacked on top of each other. So to make sure that it is responsive, to kind of shrink everything down, it is still accessible on that smaller screen size. However, you can still access on each link onto each page section, our services, our testimonial, contact us, so on and so forth. Now exit out. Okay, 767, click on it. This one is even smaller. Okay, it's still responsive. Your website still very responsive without it running without any problem. Now this is the smallest one. It is still responsive. Okay, here we go. Now I'm going to try clicking on this navigation icon right here. All right. Okay. That's a lot to cover in just one video, but I'm trying my best. So the next one is, I'd like to show you really quickly how do you actually if you wanted to customize that hamburger menu, that drop down that I just showed you. First off, okay, come to this breakpoint 991 right here. Second, click on hamburger menu. Try to find the open button. As you can see right here, open button. Click on it. All right. Now come to the left panel, and then you will see what we call it sheet overlay. This is where you actually unpack and see all of that vertical navigation. Here we go. So when you click on sheet overlay, you'll be able to see the navigation right here. Say for example you want to add more. Now you don't have home as your page, and you're like, well, I want to add that as say for example when people scroll through my website, I want people to click home, and then it will lead them back to the the home page. Then you can totally do that too. Say for example, come here, click on this. All right, and simply Command D to duplicate this link. Here we go. Now you can see the two our services. In order to edit it, duplicate. Oh, sorry. Double click. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Double click. Okay, just double click and then try it and change it. Say I want to say home. Oops, home. Here we go, home. All right. But for now, I'm gonna keep it as it was before. So I'm gonna Command Z. Okay. All right. Say for example you're done editing, and you like to exit out. Very similar to the project, the what was that? The FAQ, frequently asked questions section. You have to basically close this back, close this, click on sheet overlay, and then go to sheet, click on this arrow drop down, and click one more time. It will disappear. All right, here we go. Okay. And one other thing is, how do we link all of this? And so in order to change this link into different section, all you need to do, say for example, right now we're on the primary, the base breakpoint. This is the largest screen breakpoint right here. In order to connect, say for example, when people click on our services, where would it lead to? Basically, this would initially lead it to our services section right here, right? So in order to change that, click on it, come to the right side of the panel, click on settings, on href, okay, come down to href, and you see icon right here. First, click on home and the section name, right? This is the services section. If you have any question regarding this one and you're unsure how to set this whole thing up, just send me a text by a live chat that I just showed you. So using that live chat, and I'll do my best to respond to you, or even book a free video call. I will walk you through how to do that. Okay, so that's how you do that. Okay, to link it to each section. Let me show you. When you click on our services, it will come to this section. When you click on our work, it will go to this section. Testimonial section. Contact us. We bring them to fill out a quote request form. I hope that makes sense. Very similar. If we come down, click on hamburger menu right here. Click on our service. Okay, you will see our services right here. So we'll click on our work. You'll see our work right here. All right, I work the same way on after 991 all the way to 479. And so yeah, I hope this makes sense. Let's move back to okay, so we have covered edit main website content, which is from top to bottom. And there's actually a large portion to be covered, but if you have any question, please reach out to me and I'll do my best to help you, okay, on that, because it is a lot to cover in just one video. So the next one would be to update and optimize your all your images. I've already shown you how to update your or upload images onto your website, which is, remember, you can either go to the left icon right here, this image icon, or what they call it, assets. Click on it and then upload all your images. And then yeah, so bring all your image from your from your computer onto this, and then when you need to change it, click on your image, come to the setting, make sure if you're on the style panel, you won't see anything to actually replace the image. So come to the settings on the right side, and then add source. Okay, click this one, because the kind of gray icon right here, click on it, and then you can replace it. All right, okay, so that is for the image replacement, or need to when you need to update the image. The next one would be, let's go back. to optimize all your images. What do I mean by optimize images, right? Okay, let me go back. Okay, so each image that you have on your website, if you say, for example, download one of these stock images from the internet, and you didn't check the size of the image, and this, say for example, this the size of this image is like 2 MB, which is huge. It's really big, because on the internet, Google want everyone who have website to optimize their images, to make it as small as possible, but still people who actually visit your website still be able to look at the image and see what it is, and portray and understand what you're trying to show and all that. It's not like super blurry or anything, but just make sure that the image is good enough. And so optimize it, I mean, the image is still the same, look the same. However, the quality is smaller. You wanted to reduce it, make it as small as possible, but still retain the quality of the image. And so by doing so, Google will love it. Google will love your website. And that is one of the components when it comes to search engine optimization. This is how a lot of websites do not rank high, because the images that they have on their website is so big. Like, for example, 1 MB is really big. And so it has to be lower, either 100 or 200 MB or something. Kilobyte or something like that. And so you need to optimize that. So like, for example, on our website right here, we got one image, a hero image right here, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the services section as well. And we got 1, 2, 3, and if we click onto each project, we got 1, 2, 3 as well. So all these images, you have to optimize them, make them as small as possible, however still retain the quality of the image. It's still probably less, maybe a little blurry, but not as bad that, not too bad that people cannot, it probably, if it looks too ugly, then please replace and find a better one. Including this image right here. And so all this one page right here, we only have only like 6-7 images, so it's not a big deal. However, we need to optimize them. How do we do that? That's the question. Okay, so I'm going to show you one free tool you can use right now. Go to Google, search for Photopea, PEA, and this is one of the Photoshop free, not open source, Photoshop alternative you can use right now. It's on the you need to use it on Chrome, because it might run into issue if you use other browsers. So this photo editing software is basically run online, so you have to use browser. Okay, so I have go to photopea.com. Now let me show you what I mean. I'm going to click on start using Photopea. All right, 1 sec, it's not running. Okay, here we go. One thing though, Photopea, they have ads over here. If you hate ads, you can just pay for their monthly for like a couple of dollars, I think. $5 a month if you hate ad. Otherwise, you can just leave ads, just ignore them, and then okay. And so, say for example, you want to optimize some images, right? Like one of them, which is this one. You download them from the internet. Now, next step would be, instead of uploading them onto your website right away, go ahead and search for photopea.com, and then import all your images onto this website. Say for example, we're gonna open some images from say for example this one, or maybe this one. Okay, before I open this up, let me kind of show you really quickly. Okay, I have to go back, so never mind. I am going to open this one. This is the image I downloaded from the internet. So I open this one up. This is one of the trades person that's working on something, and so Okay, so say for example, this image, this is just an example. This image size is like 2 MB. It's really big. So in order to resize this image, or we say in another way is to optimize this, make it smaller, is to first import them onto this website called Photopea, photo editing on the browser. And after that, you will go to File, click on File, Export As, come down here, and you would save this image as WebP, WEBP, .webp. .webp is one of the photo extension that you can reduce the size of your image as small as you want it, but it still retain the quality a lot better compared to JPEG or PNG file, extension. Okay, now let me click on it. WP. Here we go. Okay, let me bring this all the way up to 100%. We'll see how big the original image is. Okay, so the original is 1.2 megabyte. This image, this stock image, is really big. If your user's internet is very slow and they try to access your website, your image won't load. Okay, in most cases, if they go out, in Canada, probably away from the city, and the internet is kind of slow, then your website won't load. Your website images won't load. So this is the original, which is 1.2 megabyte. It's really big, so you have to make it smaller. What you need to do, just reduce this. Say, let's go. See, you can just go down to like 80%, 86. Now the image is like 100 kilobyte already. This is really, really good. So you have to use this. You have to optimize your images for search engine optimization benefit. Okay, let's say I'm gonna go with 80. Now this image going from 1.2 megabyte to 130 kilobyte. Although 130 kilobytes is still big, but at least it is smaller compared to the original one, so you're still good. Okay, so yeah, so simply after that you can just click save, and the image will be saved onto your computer. Grab that image, come back to close this, come back to your website, and then click on the asset icon right here, click on upload, bring all those images that you have optimized using Photopea, and save them, and make sure you save them as WebP. Okay, and then bring them all in, and then uploading them, and when they're here, then you can just say for example you want to replace this with the image that you already optimized. Click on it, come to settings, and then click on this gray, the images. This one is already uploaded, so I'm gonna click on it, and then replace it with whichever one that you already uploaded. Okay, yeah, I hope that makes sense. And we'll go into this SEO in a later video, like the name, like you have to add alt tag and all that kind of stuff. We'll go back and work on that in a later video. So I hope this you found this helpful. But now we're gonna go back, and this section is done. Okay, we close this off, and the next one would be to add your business information. How do you do that? Go back to your website. Okay, let me go back here. Where do you add that? Okay, so basically your info right here, or your phone number right here. How do you edit it? In order to edit it, very simple, double click and change your number. But changing your number here is not enough, because if you only change here, then you didn't change it here, then when people click on calling you with the number they see on this button, then it would probably go to my numbers. Right now it's my phone number, it's 825-984-3255. So make sure you change that. Say for example, this button right here, you want people to click and then click this button, and then it will go to their phone, and they will actually eventually call you. Okay, say for example, I'm gonna adjust this. Okay, I'll copy it. And when I'm going to click on the button again, come to settings, and on the href, you see the phone icon right here, right? So click on it. Now I'm gonna paste the phone number right here. You can paste, you can type it in, it's totally fine. It works the same way. So I'm gonna put, I have put my number right here. Make sure that they match each other. So this matches this. And so when people click on this button, it will they will be redirected to go and call my number 825-994-3255. So okay, so this is how you actually change your info right here. Make sure you also change it at the bottom right here too. Right now is John Brown Plumbing Services Inc. So change it, double click, and then select all of this, or maybe just start using backspace to delete this and then change it however to fit your business, whatever your business name is, and your phone number here as well. Double click, select. See, I already customized this one. So in this section, so I set the phone to my number, so this works fine. And for the email us if you want people to instead of sending you quote, you want them to have the option, to have the ability to email you directly, then you can set it up here. Okay, come to the left panel, hover over, you see this kind of link icon right here, anchor icon. Click on it, and then if you were on the style panel, come to the settings, and here this email icon right here, and then all you need to do, just simply add your email, because whenever people click on this link, they will be redirected to open their whatever email provider they're using. For example, if they are using Gmail, then they will be opened to one of those apps, and then they'll be able to start writing their email. You can test it out, and you understand what I mean. Okay, so that is pretty much it for the business info. Your business info you want to change. Now, one last thing, how do you actually swap this logo right here, right? Because you probably changed the rest, but now this logo is still the fictional plumbing company called John Brown. You need to change this. In order to do that, very similar, because the logo is just simply the image, the image. So basically, click on it, come to the right panel, click on settings, and click on when you're at source, click on underneath this one, the icon right here, and then upload your logo. Select your logo, and then you will be good to go. Don't forget to do it on the footer as well. Click on it. Click on this on the right, sorry, and then change your logo. Last but not least, because we have two versions. One is the desktop screen view logo. We also have the small, the medium, all the way to the smallest breakpoint of the logo that we need to change. Let me see. Okay. Okay, I'm probably wrong. I probably set this all up ready to go. So you can just ignore what I just said. Just in case, you make sure to change this logo on the largest screen, and then you can test it out by viewing it on 991 screen side. If this logo is still John Brown, but it is not the logo that you have uploaded it and replace it on the largest screen size, that means you need to replace from this medium screen size all the way down to the smallest. So all you need to do, very similar, click on it, on this image logo right here, and then come down here, make sure you add settings, click on it, select your logo. You will be good to go. So okay, I hope this helps. I know this tutorial is like almost an hour but I try to cover as much as possible to kind of show you how this works. So I hope it helps. if you are struggling with something or you have any question, please reach out to me via the live chat icon that I provided. When you visit my website, over here, when you add this page, simply use this chat, and then ask me any question you might have, and I'll do my best to respond. Alternatively, you can use book a free call with me as well. Okay, let me go back to our Google Doc and check off. We already did this one. Save all customization changes. Very simple. What do you need to do in order to change to save it? Nothing. Okay. What really cool about Web Studio is that everything is saved on the cloud. That means your website, that everything that you actually have changed it will be saved automatically. You don't have to click Control S to save, the same way like you save on a Word document, right? You don't need to. It's already saved for you on the background. So all right, so that would be good. I'm gonna check this off, and then verify site of personalization. If you like this, okay, one last thing I forgot to show you is that this icon right here is to toggle preview. Basically, after you edit everything, you want to see your website kind of live, but not like actually live to your client, but live to you within the website builder. So click on the play icon. Now you can see it full screen. Okay. All right. You can even test the project, see if it works. Yeah, if it does, good to go. All right. And so let's go back. Let's go to smaller screen size. Click on it. It works. Looks good. Okay, it works. Hamburger menu, it works. All right. Yeah, all works fine. And so now we can confirm that congratulations, your website is live and it's personalized to your business. All right. Let me go back and check this off. Okay, so congratulations, you have completed one of the hardest section, website customization. So congratulations on that, and I'm so excited to show you the next step, which is to help you customize the lead capture setup. Help you set up the lead capture. I said it the opposite way. To set up your lead capture, basically this is where we're actually going to do. Okay, like this. Okay, like when your potential client fill out their contact info, where would it go? So in the next video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. So it's not as hard as you think. Just follow me step by step and you'll be able to do it without any problem. Even if you do, you have two ways to reach out to me for support. One is via live chat. The second one will be book a call with me. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And I'm so excited to see you in the next one. So have a wonderful day. Bye.